1. Always strive to be better. This is the first lesson and we haven't even gotten to the official opening credits of the movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu were two of the highest bodybuilders within the world at the time, and it might be argued they were the highest too. Yet they're during a studio with a ballet teacher learning about transitioning between poses in order that they can perform their routines better on stage. Even the simplest were trying to be better, so we should always all follow that lead and appearance to enhance also. Pumping iron, ballet lessons to improve posing. 2. It's all about the pump. The most famous part of the movie has got to be when Arnold is doing concentration curls and is discussing the pump, which he compares to something else he's a big fan of. Although the quote was controversial and has been repeated for decades, the pump itself is a sign of a great workout and you should work to achieve it every time you train. Then go after that other thing later. 3. You need to focus. It might be argued that Ken Waller was getting to win the 1975 Mr. Universe no matter what Mike Katz was doing, because Waller was simply the higher man that day. Maybe Katz would have finished before Roger Walker or Paul Grant if he would have targeting pumping up and preparing to require the stage rather than trying to find his t-shirt that Waller allegedly hid from him. It was revealed years later that Waller didn't really take the shirt, and therefore the segment talking about it had been added after the show. The lesson here is you ought to specialize in what you're doing and not get distracted because it could haunt you later. 4. Be a good representative. There are a couple of segments throughout the movie where Arnold is making appearances and doing photo shoots. It was obvious he loved being Mr. Olympia and wanted to be the simplest ambassador for the game he might be. Perhaps we should always have this same attitude and work to be a far better representative for bodybuilding and fitness, so others are often inspired and need to follow the game and industry. Arnold at Muscle Beach. 5. When the wolf wants the food, it's there. There has always been this belief that the challenger to a title is hungrier than the champion who holds it. When the bodybuilders are relaxing at the beach, one among them advises Arnold that the wolf on Capitol Hill isn't as hungry because the wolf climbing Capitol Hill. Without missing a beat, Arnold retorts, he's not as hungry, but when he wants the food it's there. In other words, Lou might want the title but not as bad as Arnold wanted to stay it. The lesson here is confirm you would like the goal and are hooked into making it yours. Otherwise you may not like the results. 6. Push yourself. The big training segment possesses to be one among the foremost intense and galvanizing a part of the film because it's showing how bad they need it. Lou doing drop sets on barbell curls, Arnold banging out rep after rep of T-bar rows, and in fact Ed Corney's memorable set of 11 reps with 315 on squats with Arnold cheering him on. Each bodybuilder was giving their all on every set because they wanted to be the simplest the day they took the stage. Then Arnold talks about how the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th reps were what separated the champions from those not being a champion. 7. Having a partner helps. Arnold Schwarzenegger and training partner. There were several scenes where it showed two of the celebs pushing one another. Arnold with Ed Corney on the squats or Franco at Muscle Beach bench pressing were two examples. Lou's family was right there